But that is so true. I mean, I think so many people find strength in realizing that they can talk about it and be open about it, because
Definitely.
there is still an incredible amount of stigmas surrounding mental illness, a lot of what is unknown for most people and what they can't understand. And I think so often people who struggle feel like others perceive them as weak rather
Yes.
than sick.
Yes, yes. I think that initially I was afraid, and when I say initially, when I was 19, when I was first diagnosed with depression, I was ashamed, and I didn't think people would understand, and they would think of me as weak or weird or crazy or mentally ill, and so I kept it to myself. But when I started to open up about it, especially on stage, the feedback from the audience and the emails and the people I met after the show was so positive, and they felt understood, and they shared with me their stories. So it was actually the exact opposite of what I intended or feared. And what came out was that there was actually a hunger for somebody to open up about this and make them feel seen, heard, understood.
Did you find that the more you kept it to yourself, the more you were unable to discuss it with other people, the harder it weighed, the more it weighed on you?
Definitely. It was something I remember in college sneaking into my therapist's office so that nobody would see me, and then sneaking back out. And so it required a lot of energy to cover a lot of questions. There were lies that I was telling to I had a college girlfriend who never knew that I went to therapy. She just thought I had a meeting of some mysterious club or something that I was going to every Thursday at 2 p.m.
You're like a member of the Skull and Crossbones in this fantasy.
Yes, and I had to sneak my medicine late at night so that nobody would see it, and I would have to hide it, and I wound up in the hospital from the depression, and I told nobody outside of my family, and covering that up. Where have you been for 3 weeks? What have you been
You're talking
doing?
about the most recent
Yeah,
stay?
the most recent hospitalization. Yes, so I covered that up for a while, and then when I revealed it, nobody made fun of me, or nobody said, "Oh, I better not hang around with this guy. He's crazy," or anything like that. It was just a fear I'd built up inside me, and it was completely unnecessary.
Well, I think, and you really tap into it in the Great Depression when you talk about all we know about hospital stays is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Yes,
Nest, or
Girl Interrupted.
Or Girl Interrupted,
Yes.
where the hospitals
Yes.
are vicious, and
Yes.
they don't treat the patients well, and they just want
Yes.
to keep them in there
Yes,
for
it's
their
a
money
horror
or
show.
something.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's frightening, and it's been stigmatized, and it couldn't be further from the truth. My stay was very ordinary. It was much like a regular hospital ward, and
It's far more like the Dream Team with Michael Keaton and Christopher Lloyd, and they're
yes,
just
but unfortunately, it didn't do well at the box office, so nobody knows how much fun the psych
group
ward
of
can be.
idiosyncratic men.
That's so funny.